With me is Muhammad Ali, former heavyweight champion of the world. Many say he still is a champion. I know that you believe that, Muhammad.
Well, you know, the people all support me. Like we see many hundreds, probably thousands of seats are empty tonight. Understand the closed circuit theater's empty. And people really don't recognize George. They still recognize themselves. So call me the people's champion. But I will be the champion on paper as soon as I retire. The winner of this fight, and that will come off soon in a few months. Somebody's coming out here now.
What do you think of this fight, Ali?
I predict that we will see an upset by Ken Norton winning by a late knockout, or probably for sure a decision. And if I'm wrong, I'm saying that because he gave me trouble
Here's
twice.
Norton coming in now. They consider him as receiving his master's degree in boxing because of him going 24 rounds with you, Ali.
That's right.
In the ring is Ken Norton. Ring record, 32 fights. Has a record of 30 wins, 2 losses. One of those losses in 1970 to Jose Luis Garcia. He was knocked out in the 8th round of that fight. And then, of course, he had his biggest win over Muhammad Ali, March 31st, 1972. And then turned around and lost to Muhammad Ali in 12 rounds on a split decision back in September. Ali yelling here at the right beside us that he is with Ken Norton. And the reason for that, of course, is that he doesn't like George Foreman one bit, because Foreman holds the title that he likes to claim. That's Ken Norton. Good close-up view of Ken Norton. Tremendous concentration. Ken Norton, who is considered intelligent, cool, a great competitor, does his handler and people like Art Rifkin and Bob Byron and Lloyd Schumann and A.B. Polinsky, who worked with him with the Holiday Fighters. And now he looks over towards Ali and says, I'm ready. The fighters will be gloved in the ring.
As much trouble as he gave me for 24 rounds, he should whoop this chump.
Do you really believe, Ali, that he can beat this man?
Yeah, the man went 24 rounds with me, broke my jaw in the 1st round. I was in shape the 2nd fight. Still, I barely won the fight. This man, George Foreman, fought out of shape, Fat Joe Frazier, hit him with a hard punch, had him on Queer Street, knocked him down 6 times and still couldn't keep him down. Joe King Roman, or nobody, couldn't keep down. He haven't passed the test. He hadn't had no action in the past year and a half. And if this man, Ken Norton, box him, keep his distance, and give him the hell he gave me, as fast as I am, as accurate as I am, I couldn't whoop Ken Norton. And I'm had trouble with it. So I'm sure awkward punching, wild swinging, George Foreman. If you don't look up and knock him out early, see if I'm not right, Ken Norton will be the new world champion.
As we take a look across, here comes George Foreman. You hear the combination of cheers and catcalls. Definitely the favorite here, as far as the crowd is concerned, is Ken Norton. As far as the odds are concerned, it's George Foreman. Both fighters on their feet in the ring. Foreman decked out in red. Ken Norton looking over towards Muhammad Ali and nodding, I'm going to get him. George Foreman has shown all the confidence in the world. One thing we're going to have to look for with George Foreman is that he is definitely a fast starter. He has 11 first-round knockouts. Foreman has a record of 39-0. There he is, bouncing around, all the confidence in the world. That's Archie Moore, who'll be working his corner there. One great lightweight. Of those 39 wins, he has 36 knockouts. What a tremendous record does this Hayward, California product have. His big win, of course, was over Joe Frazier in Kingston, Jamaica, January 22nd, 1973. The upset of the year to that point. What happened later on? The fellow on the other side, decked out in blue. Ken Norton broke Muhammad Ali's jaw. This set off this confrontation here tonight. Introducing fighters here at ringside. With me is Muhammad Ali. I'm Bob Shorten to describe the blow-by-blow, and from time to time you're going to hear Muhammad Ali telling you exactly the way he feels
Bob,
about
I
this
think
fight.
we should say hello to all our friends down there on Miami Beach, because that's you and my stomping ground, remember?
We've done some stomping around Miami, all right, Ali. Talking about the fight again, they say that, and they say this about you too, that George Foreman has a tendency to push against the fighters that he fights against. There's Oscar Bonavena right up above here, and Oscar Bonavena now is trying to get Ali to go into the ring. There's Joe Louis in the middle of the ring. Former heavyweight champion of the world, loved by everybody. He got a tremendous ovation when he came into the Poliedro here in Caracas earlier. Joe Louis, that's Oscar Bonavena with him. And now here's Ali trying to get up and talk to Bonavena. Bonavena's got the jacket off. They've been into it 2 or 3 times already. Sit down here, Ali. We got a fight to broadcast here tonight. Wait till after the fight, then you can go against Bonavena. Oscar Bonavena. Ali, you really want a piece of this man, I guess.
Well, I knocked him out once in the 15th round. The fight was kind of close. He says if I didn't knock him out in the 15th, he would have won. And I don't know. He just makes me, I shouldn't blow my cool like this, but I just ain't going to have no man standing over me, threatening me of all people. I'm the threater. He don't threaten me.
You certainly proved that on national television one day.
You're right.
What do you think about Muhammad Ali when you're in there like this?
Well, right now, you know, you're a little nervous. You're a little shaky in the knees. But it's a funny thing. After I guess ball players experience the same thing. After the bell rang and you come out and the first punch is thrown, then it's just like another day in the gymnasium.
There it is from a man who certainly knows.
George Foreman and I have just been offered $5 million apiece, which is unbelievable, by the government of Zaire, which used to be known as the Belgium Congo in Africa. And if he can win this fight tonight, which I don't think he will, if he win the fight, he and I will defend, he'll have to defend his champion again in the Congo.
Well, that's certainly your territory, Ali, but right now, talking about this fight, look at the concentration and the stare job that Foreman is putting on Ken Norton. Norton certainly has plenty of confidence in his own right. Norton on the right-hand side of the screen, George Foreman on the left-hand side. Here we go, round 1. The heavyweight championship of the world is at stake. Let's watch and see if Foreman comes on strong. To this point, Norton has thrown the only punch, a light left on taken on the gloves by George Foreman. Wild left hand over the head of George Foreman. Both fighters exactly the same size. Foreman slightly heavier, about 7 or 8 pounds heavier. Norton and Foreman both 6'3". On the right-hand side of your screen is the champion Foreman. On the left-hand side is Ken Norton. Norton in blue, Foreman in red. Round 1 just underway in Caracas, Venezuela. Foreman showing the concentration. Foreman looks a little bit more patient than we've seen him. He knows he's got a fight cut out for him because he's in against a real big fella. Foreman goes out with that light left taken on the shoulder by Ken Norton. There's the pushing tactics. Foreman starting rather slow, feeling Norton out. Norton, that won't call it a classic style, but certainly the style of dragging that right foot behind him. Vicious left hook was over the head of the champion.
Boxing, Kenny. Boxing, Kenny.
Pretty good straight left hand thrown by Foreman, taken on the face, and a right hand to the kidney. That's a punch you got to watch out. There's a good left hand, the best right that we've seen. Foreman pushes down on the head of Norton and landed a right hand, straight left hand to the face of Ken Norton. Norton trying to jab more with his left hand. This is what they say he has to do. Kind of a fishing left hand thrown by the champion. Right hand to the kidney thrown by the champ. Both fighters, the best punch is their left hook. There's the right hand again to the kidney of Kenny Norton. Norton takes a light left, throws a right of his own. 1 minute remaining in round 1. Very even first round to this point. Light left hand taken, wild right hand, another left hand taken on the gloves by Norton. Norton scores with a left hand to the side of Foreman's head. Left hand miss, and left jab in the face of Foreman. Light left on the forehead. Pretty good left hand on the forehead of Ken Norton. Norton with his back up against the ropes. This is where he can't afford to stay. Slips the punch and slides around to his left. Very important type of movement. Norton hanging on with that left hand and tries to throw that wild right hand to the body. Foreman is not a great boxer. He's a great puncher, though. Norton is a good boxer. As Foreman comes in and tries to hold up, Norton backs up. 9 seconds remaining in this round, the first round. Foreman kind of feeling out Norton.
Stay tuned for more action tonight at the Fights on Classic Sports Network.
That's George Foreman we're watching. He hardly looks like he's built up a sweat yet. That's Archie Moore working on him. His handler, Dick Sadler. Coming up to round 2. First round very even. Maybe a slight edge on the amount of leather landed on Norton would have to give to George Foreman. Muhammad Ali is continually yelling instructions to Ken Norton. This is Norton's corner here now. Norton filled with concentration. He's a positive thinker. In fact, he won the Napoleon Hill Award for positive thinking, a foundation award. Here we go, round 2, the heavyweight championship, Caracas, Venezuela. George Foreman, Ken Norton on your left. Now watch Foreman try to cut off Norton in the corners, but Norton is working the left jab much better as he slips a punch and out of that corner. This is what Norton must do. Long right hand that lands just on the left-hand side of the head of Foreman. Norton tries the jab. Foreman holds those hands up and tries to push. No damage done there. Foreman pushed that away. Foreman will try to push him. He'll push his man down with his left hand and then throw the right. Foreman, see him trying to cut Norton off on the corners. Kenny Norton has got plenty of boxing experience. 24 rounds with Ali, is a master's degree in boxing at any man's school. This is what he can't do. He can't mix it up with Foreman inside. Referee Jimmy Rondo separates the fighters. First real clinch of the fight. Round 2, scheduled for 15, the heavyweight championship of the world. Oh, good right hand on the left-hand side of the face of Norton. Norton is a bit stunned as Foreman is teeing off, and it looks like Norton has really been staggered as he went up against the rope. The referee is giving it the count. Yes, he'll have to take the 8 count. Okay, 7, 8, and here we go as Foreman comes banging on in the second round. Norton goes down again. A left hand on the side of the head. Norton goes back. He'll have to take another 8 count. No, he doesn't. His legs are rubbery as the left hand goes to the side of his head. A right uppercut, a left jab, and a vicious left sends Norton crumbling to the canvas for the second time. Norton is in Queersville. He doesn't know where he is. It's up to 5, 6. I don't know if Norton can make it. It might be all over right here. It's up to 9, 10, and are they going to continue it, or are they going to stop it? It looks like it may be all over, and it is all over. George Foreman retains the heavyweight championship of the world.